everyone, in this video I am going to explain how to handle exceptions in Python. For those who know, we have two main categories of exceptions in Python. We have got base exceptions and we also have concrete exceptions. For base exceptions, we are looking at buffer errors, arithmetic errors, lookup errors, and for concrete exceptions, we have a ton of them, including name error, type error, index error, key error, zero division error, index error, and many others. And also, I think I should add on this list, we have got our warnings that we have in Python. But anyway, let's go back to exceptions, what they are, and how we can bulletproof our code so that we can prevent those errors. So we can prevent our code to stop running and it will keep on running whenever we encounter possible or potential errors. All right. So I want you to notice that I want you to notice that um, whenever you run your code in Python, it will exit at code zero. Let me just comment this one out. Right. Run everything again. Now it will exit at code zero. Anything that is not code zero, it will be one, and that will be an error. Python will show you the error and you have to rectify it. All right. So right now I want to show you what name error is. And in Python, remember, you do not call a variable unless you declare it first. So right now I haven't declared first name and I'm just asking Python to print it. And when I print it, I have a name error and I exited code one. What does it say? First name is not defined. So I need now to define what first name is before I call it or before I print it. First name is equals to John. So now when I print this, I'll exit code zero and I won't have any error. So you have, if you do not declare a variable and you try to call it, you are going to raise a name error. All right, I'm going to comment everything out. Let's go to the second one, type error. Now in Python, there are many data types. We have strings, we have integers, we have floats, we have sequence such as list, tuples, and range. We have dictionaries, sets, booleans, binary, and non types, just to mention a few. Um, so right now I have got two types of data in my print statement here. I have an integer which is 2, and I have another 2 which is in quotation marks, which means it's a string. So if I add this one, 2 string plus 2 integer, I am going to raise a type error. Type error, you are trying to concatenate string to an integer. So exited code zero. So to fix this one, I have to make sure that I have the correct data types, or yeah, correct data types before I do my any manipulation whatsoever. But I want you to notice that if I multiply it by 2, I'm just multiplying a string by 2. So I'm not going to have an error because this 22 is just a string. Just like if I say, all right, and run it, you're going to multiply it by 2 because it's a string. All right, I'm going to comment this one out. Index error. Let's say I have my list here with 3 items, 11 on index 0. Let me put it this way. So 11 is on index 0, 32 is on index 1, and 39 is on index 2. Right. So I don't have anything beyond index 2. And if I call, let's say in this example, index 0, I'm going to print 11 to my terminal. I'm going to print 11 because 11 is on index 0. But if I print item on index 4, I am going to raise an index error because the list index is out of range. Exit code 1. So if you call an index on a list that is out of range, you're going to raise that index error. All right, commenting this one out. So there's also a key error. Now, suppose you have a dictionary like this dictionary, and I call something that is not with in the dictionary. Let's say, for example, I say I call height. Height is not in the dictionary. It's not a key in the dictionary. We have got three keys only. We have name, age, and education, and height is not in the dictionary. So if I print it out, I am going to have a key error, and it means that I don't have that key in the dictionary. But if I call, let's say, age is within the dictionary, and it's gonna exit code zero, no issues. All right, last one that I want to showcase is the zero division error. The zero division error happens when we try to divide an integer or a number with zero. Right now, I have age, and I'm asking the user to input their age and transfer that age or cast it into an integer. And then I put another income variable here, which is 10,000, and I want it to be divided by age. And let's see how this code works. So enter age, the user will enter 50, and it will 10,000 divided by 50 to give me 200. But now, let's say the user enters 0. I'll get a zero division error, exit code 1. You are dividing by 0. Simple arithmetic, we cannot divide by 0. So how do we handle these errors or exceptions? We use the try block. So I'm going to show you how the try block works. So try, then you have to indent this one. Right, except, use the except. Except the zero division error, I want you to print age cannot be 0. Right, if I run this code now and if the user enters 0 on age, it will keep on running. It will not break the code, but it will run and it will exit successfully. So I'm going to run age, they will enter 0, and when I run, it exits code 0, and it will tell them that the age cannot be 0. Now, you can also take the print statement out of this and use the else. So else print income, just the same. When you can, let's say you have all the errors that you want to list, you can add all the errors here. Then else, if there's no error, it will print anything else after you handle the errors. So right now, if I say age 0, it says age cannot be 0. But if they give me the correct age, like 50, they need to print. So you can add all the errors that you handle that you can expect in your code, so that you will like kind of bulletproof your code for any errors. That's what you do as a seasoned programmer. Thank you and bye bye.